Welcome to Angel's online platform. 11th English medium test date 24th November 25. Biology. Question number 91. Read the given statement characterizing certain type of animals and select the correct option. Okay, first is animal having respiration through diffusion. So here prawn, pila, nectarus and flatworm. So correct answer is flatworm. So for one, flatworm is correct. Second statement, animal having internal gills. The Pisces have internal gills. Then animal having tracheal respiration. So cockroach. And animal revealing buccopharyngeal respiration. So frog. Okay, so option D is correct. Question number 92. Which of the structure of man is similar to spiracle of cockroach? Okay, so spiracles are allow the air into air passage, and in human or in man, nostrils are having same function. Nostril having same function. Okay, so option A is correct. Which of the following option is incorrect about larynx or sound box? So it is a bony box. It is incorrect because it is a cartilaginous box. Glottis is opening into larynx, correct. During swallowing food, glottis is covered with epiglottis, again correct. And all of this is incorrect. Okay, so correct answer. So incorrect answer is bony box. And it is a bony box. It is incorrect. It is cartilaginous box. Question number 94. You have to identify a label A, B, C, D up to E. So A is alveolar sac, then B is secondary branches. Now first, this is the primary branch, B is secondary branch. Okay. Then C is alveolar sac, then D is bronchioles, and E is trachea. Okay, so option A is correct here. Mammalian lungs. Question number 95. Mammalian lungs have an enormous number of minute alveoli or air sac. This is to allow. Okay, so this is to allow increase in a surface area and diffusion of gases is occur easily. So option A is correct. Lungs are enclosed in, so around lungs pleural membrane is present. So option C is correct. Question number 97. Thoracic chamber is formed dorsally by. So it is dorsally covered by vertebral column, ventrally covered by sternum, laterally covered by ribcage, and dome shape is diaphragm. Okay, so option A is correct. Question number 98. Given below is a list of different steps involved in respiration. Okay, so first is pulmonary ventilation, by which atmospheric air is drawn in and CO2 is released out. Okay, so first is breathing, like second step is diffusion of gases, diffusion of oxygen and CO2 across the alveolar tissue. Then next is transport of gases by blood. Then diffusion of oxygen and CO2 between the blood and tissue. And last one is release of resultant CO2. Okay, so here for a sequence, option 1 is correct. A. Question number 99. Read the given statement and select the correct option. Mammals can eat while breathing. So it is a correct statement. Mammal have negative pressure breathing. So again correct statement. So both A and B are correct. Which of the following parts are involved in mechanism of breathing? Okay, abdominal muscles, diaphragm, and intercostal muscles. So all of these are involving in breathing. Which of the following change occur in diaphragm and intercostal muscles when expiration of air is take place? So external intercostal muscles and diaphragm is relaxed during expiration. Question number 102. During expiration, the diaphragm become. So diaphragm become a relaxed, and most relaxed form of diaphragm is dome shape. So option A is correct. Select the correct statement. Expiration takes place when intrapulmonary pressure is higher than atmospheric pressure. So correct option है. Contraction of external intercostal muscle decrease the volume of thoracic cavity. Wrong option. मतलब increase करेगा ये. Increase the pulmonary volume. Increase in pulmonary intrapulmonary pressure. Okay, again wrong, and all of this wrong. So option A is correct. Question number 104. Which of the following statement about mechanism of ventilation or breathing is incorrect? So as diaphragm relax, air is expelled from respiratory system. So wrong option. During inspiration, the lungs act as a suction pump. So lungs have no role in breathing. Again wrong option. Inspiration is a passive and inspiration is a passive and expiration is a active process, so it is a wrong option. Yeah, inspiration is active process and expiration is passive process. Okay, question number 105. A person breathing normally at rest take in and expel approximately half liter of air during each respiratory cycle. This is called TB, tidal volume. Option B is correct. As per ABO blood grouping system, the blood group of father is B positive, mother is A positive, and child is O. Okay, so child is genotype is small I, small I. Okay, so child genotype is small I, small I. So one small I from mother, one small I from father. Now father is B positive, so father is capital I B, and mother is A positive, so mother is capital IA. Okay, so this is a blood group of father, this is a mother, and this is a child. Okay, so their respective so this is a blood group of mother, this is father, and this is child. Okay, so only A is correct. Question number 107. Given below four respiratory capacity and their volumes. So tidal volume is 500 ml. So it is a correct option. Then vital capacity is 2500 ml. So it is incorrect. Functional residual capacity is 2300 ml. It is again correct. And total lung capacity is 3200. So wrong option. So option C is correct. 1 and 3. Complete the following statements. So inspiratory capacity I, So inspiratory capacity is TB plus IRB. Then if we find TB plus IRB plus ERV, so that is it is our vital capacity VC. Then functional residual capacity FRC is equal to ERV plus RV. Okay, so option C is correct here. Match the column 1 and column 2. So TV plus IRV is expiratory capacity only. RV, ERV, TV and IRV is total lung capacity. Again सामने सामने ही है. And ERV plus RV is functional residual capacity. A option is correct. The exchange of gases in alveoli of lung take place by a simple diffusion method. Question number 111. Which of the following would have same oxygen content? So blood entering from lungs and blood leaving from lungs. Wrong option, because oxygen is higher in when blood is leaving from lungs. And blood entering into a right side of the heart and blood leaving right side of the heart. So this has same oxygen content. So B is correct. What is the approximately normal composition of alveolar air? So in alveolar air, PO2 is 104 and PCO2 is 40 mmHg. Option A is correct. Among the following, partial pressure of the oxygen is maximum in, so it is maximum in alveolar air. In lungs, air is separated from venous blood through, so it has a vein have a squamous epithelium and tunica media of blood vessels. It has a squamous epithelium and endothelium of blood vessels. Okay, not tunica media. So B is correct option. The factor which does not affect the rate of alveolar diffusion. So solubility of gases is affected, thickness of the membrane is also affected, pressure gradient is also affected, relative reactivity of gases is not affected. Okay, so option D is correct here. Which of the following statement is correct? The concentration of the contraction of internal intercostal muscles lift up the rib and sternum. Then RCB transport oxygen only. Wrong option. Thoracic cavity is anatomically an airtight chamber, so it is the correct option. And healthy man inspire approx 500 ml air per minute, so it is not per minute, it is per breath. Okay, so option C is correct only. After taking a long deep breath, we do not respire for some time because in our blood there is less CO2 is present. Now, oxygen is not measured by sensory. Which of the following is true for CO2 concentration? So CO2 is more in alveolar air than expired in atmosphere. The CO2 pressure is more. Consider the following four statement 1 to 4. So formation of oxyhemoglobin occur on alveolar surface, so it is a true statement. During gaseous exchange, the gas diffusion from high partial pressure to low partial pressure, it is again correct. Carbon dioxide cannot transported with hemoglobin, so false statement. Carbaminohemoglobin is formed and earthworm respire through parapodia, so it is again false statement. So option D is correct here. Question number 120. Which of the following statement is true about a human RBC? They carry out 20 to 25% of CO2. They transport 99.5% of oxygen. So 97% is there. So wrong option. So here only A is correct. Question number 121. How many molecule of oxygen does one hemoglobin carry? So it carries 4 oxygen molecule. Oxygen dissociation curve is sigmoidal. Consider the following statement again. So expiration is normally brought about a relaxation of inspiratory muscles. So again true statement. Oxyhemoglobin can hold much less carbon dioxide in form of carbaminohemoglobin than what deoxygenated can. So again true statement. And person can expel all air from lungs by forceful expiration. So false statement. RV is there, remaining volume. A rise in PCO2 increase the oxygen affinity to hemoglobin. So again false statement. Okay, so again D option is correct. Question number 124. In tissue, high concentration of carbon dioxide, so decrease in efficiency of hemoglobin to oxygen, but increase its affinity to hydrogen. So C option is correct. Question number 125. Read the following statement and select the correct option. Statement 1. About 70% CO2 is enter RBC and change in HCO3 minus and transport in a plasma to lungs, where it's reconvert into CO2 for elimination. So a true statement. About 40% of CO2 enter RBCs changes into carbaminohemoglobin, which release oxygen. So it is wrong statement. So on answer B is correct. Emphysema is a condition resulting from cigarette and smoking. Which of the following is incorrect? So neural signal from pneumotaxic center in pons region of brain can increase the respiratory rate. It is a decrease or switch off the respiration. Okay, so B is incorrect. Visiting high mountain may cause altitude sickness in a man living in a plain areas. Prime cause of decrease partial pressure of oxygen in a blood. Okay, so option C is correct. Asthma may be attributed to, so it causes inflammation of bronchs. Select the favorable condition required for formation of oxyhemoglobin at alveoli sites. So you have to find with cadet. Okay, so at alveoli sites, cadet is low, then only binding of oxygen with hemoglobin is possible. Okay, so obviously high pressure of oxygen, low CO2, less H plus and less temperature. So B is correct answer. Question number 123. Consider the following 4 statements for true and false. Okay, so protein contribute 6 to 8% of the blood plasma. True statement. Plasma contained very high amount of minerals. It's a false statement. Plasma without the clotting factor is called serum. So it is again true. And glucose, amino acids and lipids are present but in a transient state of the body. So again it is correct. Okay, so option B is correct. The color of the plasma is, so it is the pale yellow or straw color. pH of the blood is the range between 6 to 8 pH. यहाँ पे 7.2 to 7.4 कर देंगे. Which of the following statement is incorrect? So RBC are the least abundant. So first is incorrect. Then RBC is 5.5 to 5.5 million. RBC are formed in red bone marrow, and RBC is enucleated in most of the mammals. So all are this correct. Only A is incorrect. What is the oxidation state of iron in hemoglobin? So Fe is present in Fe plus 2 form. Which of the following is an A granulocyte? So lymphocytes is A granulocytes, rest of 3 are granulocytes. In a healthy adult man, the least abundant type of leukocytes are basophils, only 0.1, 0.5 to 0.5 to 1. Find the or descending order. Okay, so trick था never light monkey to eat banana. Okay, so neutrophil, lymphocytes, monocytes, acidophils or eosinophils, both are same, and basophils. Okay. Match the type of WBCs with their nucleus. Okay, so neutrophil have 3 to 5 lobe nucleus. Eosinophils have bilobed nucleus. Then basophils have S-shaped uh, nucleus, and monocytes has a kidney shape. Okay, so option D is correct. Which statement is true for WBC? You can squeeze only, you can squeeze through blood capillaries. Which of the following statement is incorrect? So leukocyte disintegrate in a spleen and liver, so it is incorrect. WBC and RBC and blood platelets are produced in bone marrow, correct. Neutrophil are non-phagocytic. It is a phagocytic, so it is again false. So option C is correct. 1 and 3 is incorrect statement. Okay. Lifespan of thrombocytes is it's in more than 10 days or up to 7 to 10 days. In the following table, you have to identify 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if blood group is O, there is no antigen, so A is nil. Then in AB blood group there is no antibody, so again 2 is nil. Then 3, if O blood group, then anti-A and anti-B antibody is present, and donor group of O is only O, so here D option is correct. A certain road accident patient with unknown blood group needs to immediate blood transfusion, so what doctor would suggest? So if donor has blood group O, then immediately we can give to a patient. Clumping of RBC may occur when blood of person mixed with the serum or blood with another person is due to, so it is due to antigen antibody interaction only. The mother has A positive blood group and father has B positive blood group and child has A positive. What is the possible genotype? Okay, so if A blood group is there, then IA, IA or IA small I blood group is there. Same way B has IB, IB and IB small I. So here a B and E is possible. So option D is correct. A person with a blood group A negative can receive blood from, so it can receive blood from A negative and O negative. So C and so यहाँ पे A positive है, तो C and D is correct. Only C and D. Okay, so option D is correct. Match the column, question number 148. Eosinophils. So eosinophil is 2 to 3%. Then neutrophil is um, 60 to 65. The CS is only one in given. So option number C is correct. Question number 149. In which of the following situation there is risk factor of children having erythroblastosis fetalis? Okay, so if mother is negative and father is positive, then only second child having erythroblastosis fetalis. Which of the following statements are correct? Calcium is necessary for blood coagulation, correct statement. Coagulation in a blood vessels is prevent during the normal conditions. So again correct option. Then clotting of blood involve change in fibrinogen to fibrin by thrombin. So again correct option. Blood clotting involve cascade reaction involving a number of factors present in active form. It is present in inactive form. So option C is correct here. Which of the following is correct? Basophils are the most abundant. Wrong. Of total WBC. Basophils secrete histamine, serotonin, and heparin. Correct option. Basophils are involved in inflammatory response. Correct option. So only B and C is correct here. So D option is correct. Most of our cells are surrounded by, so it is surrounded by interstitial fluid. Coagulum is formed of network of thread called thrombin, so it is wrong option. Spleen is graveyard of erythrocytes, so it is correct option. So option A is correct here. 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Question number 154. Which of the following chamber of heart has thickest muscular wall? So left ventricle has the thickest muscular wall. Arrange the following form element in increasing order. So most abundant is erythrocytes, then platelets, Ca, then neutrophils, then monocytes and eosinophils. Pacemaker is situated at wall of right atrium at the right side. Okay, option A is correct. 157. Which of the following pair or two terms represent the same things? So mitral and bicuspid are same. Read the following statement and select the correct one. So nodal tissue, especially cardiac muscular in heart, which has ability to generate external potential due to an external stimuli. So it is generated through auto excitable tissue है ये. So external stimuli is not required. So wrong option. Position of SA node is right corner of right atrium. Correct option. Position of AV node right corner of left ventricle. Wrong option. AV bundle continue from AV node. Correct option. And Purkinje fibers modified cardiac muscle fiber that originate from atrioventricular AV node and spread into two ventricles. Okay, so it is the correct option. So here answer is option C is correct. During ventricular systole, oxygenated blood is pumped into aorta and deoxygenated blood is pumped into a pulmonary artery. Match the with list 1 with the list 2. So eosinophil release the histamine. Neutrophils are phagocytic cells. So C is matched with the Q only. Okay, so D option is correct. And you have to choose correct systematic circulation in human heart. So here D option is correct. Left ventricle to tissue and then tissue to right auricle. So D is correct. Which of the following statement about enzymes are correct? Okay, so enzyme do not alter free energy. Correct option. Enzyme are protein and 3D shape is required for key function. Correct. Enzymes speed up the rate of the reaction by lowering the activation energy. Correct. Enzymes are highly specific for reaction. Correct. And energy input is needed to start a chemical reaction called activation energy. So here all these options are correct. Read the given statement and select the correct option. Ribozymes are RNA molecule which catalyze synthesis of certain specific RNA and removal of intron from mRNA, and ribozymes are proteinous enzymes. So second statement is incorrect. First one is correct. Okay, so B is correct here. Question number 164. From given diagram you have to identify X and Y. So Y is activation energy without enzyme and X is with enzyme. Okay, so X is activation energy with enzyme, so B is correct option here. Question number 165. Read the given statement and select the correct option again. So lower the temperature destroy the enzyme by causing denaturation. So wrong option. High temperature prevent the enzyme in inactive stage. Wrong option. Okay, so both statements are incorrect. D option is right here. Question number 166. Okay, so here C option is correct. Mechanism mental constant Km is equal to. So it is a substrate concentration where half of the velocity is achieved. So D option is correct. Sorry, C option is correct, not D. Question number 168. Recognize the structure. So first one is alpha helix, and so it is a secondary structure, and third one is tertiary structure. So option C is correct, secondary and tertiary structure. Adult human hemoglobin consists of 2 alpha and 2 beta. So option C is correct. Select the bond. So in polysaccharide, glycosidic bond is there, protein polypeptide bond is there, fat, ester, and water has hydrogen bond. Okay, so here option B is correct. Then primary structure of the protein is due to the presence of peptide bond only. Which of the following is heteropolymer? So peptidoglycan or protein is heteropolymer. Which of the following statement is not correct regarding chitin? So it is a storage polysaccharide is wrong option. Okay, functional. Which of the following is incorrect? Match. So structural polysaccharide is glucose, that is incorrect match. And helix, sorry, it is an alpha helix. Okay, which type of protein? So alpha helix has a secondary protein, so B option is correct. Which of the following secondary metabolites are used as a drug? So vinblastine, vincristine, or and curcumin. So option B is correct. Study the statement and see, choose the correct option. So carbohydrate, protein, nucleic acid, lipid are primary metabolites. Correct. Alkaloid, flavonoid, rubbers secondary metabolite. Correct. Linoleic acid, linolenic acid, and palmitic acids are essential. So it is incorrect statement. So here only option A is correct. 1 and 2 are correct. 178. You have to match the column again. So ions is present 1%, lipids are 2%, carbohydrate are 3, and nucleic acid are 3 to 5 to 7%, and proteins तो सामने सामने ही दिया है, you don't have to match, already matched है. Okay, so option A is correct. Take a tissue and grind it in a trichloroacetic acid, and you have to separate acid insoluble and soluble. So in acid insoluble fraction does not contain. Okay, so in acid insoluble fraction polysaccharide, nucleic acid, and lipid are present, but flavonoid and alkaloids are not present. Question number 180 dash is the most abundant protein in animal world, so it is collagen only, and dash is the most abundant in whole biosphere, so it is rubisco only. So option A is correct. Hope you do well in exam. See you tomorrow. Thank you.